Now sixth concept, monetized deficit. Okay, monetized deficit means it's actually printing of money, printing of currency only. So in other words, what you can say this, monetized deficit, you are printing currency, deficit financing, right? So this is nothing but deficit financing, right? And the impact of deficit financing, I've told you last session that it won't create any asset, rather it transfer asset only. That we have discussed already. With example, I have told you how deficit financing, when government is printing more money, the resources will be transferred from private to public. I have shown you with example. So just right there, it measures borrowings of the government from the central bank, borrowings of the government from the central bank during a financial year, from the central bank during a financial year. So when you're borrowing from the central bank, that is what you call as deficit financing. Mostly the RBI will print currency and will give, but we have told you it has been stopped as per Washington consensus also, when we discussed about the first generation reform, and then as per FRBMA Act also. Okay, just right, that is increase in net central bank credit to the government. That is increase in net central bank credit to the government. One more line, it increases the quantity of reserve money, M0. It increases the quantity of reserve money. Just write this, Anjali and Sahar, we will see that later. In case if not possible, I have updated the video on money system, monetary system. There you will get all these concepts, M0, M1, M2, etc. So it increases the quantity of reserve money, means printing of currency. In bracket you can write printing of currency. So M0 increase means what? M is the money multiplier, M0 is the reserve money. This is what money supply, right? So money supply will increase. When money is printed, money supply will increase, because printed money government is borrowing and ultimately coming to the market. So money supply will increase means what? The demand will increase, the prices will increase, inflation will be there. So I have told you printing of currency is highly inflationary. Many a time I have told you this. Okay, so increase money supply by multiple magnitude. Multiple magnitude means what is the value of M? M value is 5.6. So government is printing 100 rupee. Okay, what is the impact of this 100 rupee? 560 rupees actually the impact in the market. So that will create the problem. This is how monetized deficit, the deficit financing. Let's say I've told you this example, same example many times. In the market, let's suppose total 1000 rupees there, and in the market total 100 goods are there. So here if you see this 1000 rupee is chasing 100 goods. So one good will cost 10 rupee. So let's say in the public, the government it is 300, and from private it is 700 rupees there out of this 1000. So if one good is 10 rupee, the public government can buy how much? 30 goods, and private can buy how much? 70 goods. So total 100 goods have been sold like this. Now imagine government went for printing of currency. So let's say 400 rupee extra printed. So now in the market total 1400. This 1400 is chasing 100. So one good now cost 14 rupee. Okay. Now what will happen? This 300 in the government will become 700 because of this 400 extra. And this 700 will remain as 700. Okay, so government can buy 50 now, and private also can buy 50. So what actually happened here? Ultimately 100 good remain 100 good. There is no change in production. So there is no resource created. No resource created. What happened? Transfer of resource from private to public. 20 from here taken out, and so that is why reduction of 20, and given to state, the government, that is why increase of 20. So only transfer of resources actually happening. So you may say that you can print money and you can start hospitals, schools, etc. But ultimately what is actually happening when you are printing the money? It is actually resources transferred from private to public. It would have been there in the private only. May not be in health or education, but in some other way. Okay, but now it is going to be invested as health, education, etc. You may question that, but this is actually what's going to happen. Resources are not created, it is transferred. Now just write deficit financing. There are three components. It is similar to monetized deficit only, but technically when you talk about deficit financing, just write deficit financing. Deficit financing, just write three conditions or three components. There is only a minor difference, okay? So it is same as that of monetized deficit. Minor difference, and 2-3 components are not significant. So 3 components. First one, government borrowings from RBI. Government borrowing from RBI. What is this? This is what? Monetized deficit. So which one is broader? Deficit financing is broader, and monetized deficit is actually part of deficit financing. But second and third is not significant. So actually deficit financing is equal to government borrowing or the monetized deficit. That's why I have told you monetized deficit is nothing but deficit financing only. Second, printing of rupee 1 and small denomination coins by government. Printing of rupee 1 and small denomination coin by Government of India. Third one, net withdrawal of cash by the government. Net withdrawal of cash by government from its account with RBI. So government's account, every government, state government, central government have to keep account with RBI. So from that, the net withdrawal of cash, net withdrawal of cash by the government from RBI. So see, these two are not important, significant. So that's why I've told you deficit financing means all these three are part of deficit financing, but these two are used as synonymous. Okay, so both are used as synonyms, or synonymously it is used. Both are almost same. Only this is the technical difference. If I ask you what is deficit financing, you should be in a position to tell that these three components, and in that monetized deficit is actually one of the component. So deficit financing is broader. Yeah, okay, can we stop now? We'll continue tomorrow. Tomorrow we will discuss about public expenditures. Very important topic. Last year also there was a question.